Hey everyone, welcome to Farmskiville. So today we're going to be, oh my goodness, got a bug already. So today we're here with Uncle Paul again for his November update of his garden.
Hi everybody. As far as an update, I guess we'll go into the garden and we'll check out some of the vegetables that are coming on. Things are growing. Things are starting to produce now, which is great. So let's take a look.
I noticed, Paul, I'm looking at the sky here. It's awfully blue.
Yes.
So
Severe clear.
Severe clear.
Yes.
And what's that all about?
Well, we had a cool front come through and not a cloud in the sky, and it's, this is what, the end of November. And
Past Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Past Thanksgiving.
Just past Thanksgiving, and it's beautiful weather here in Florida. If you notice, the leaves are starting to turn brown on the grapes, which is that's what happens this time of year. So once they all turn brown and they fall off, then I'll prune everything back. But I usually wait till everything to turn brown and fall off, and then I'll prune the vines back. Okay, so we'll start here and go around. These are the broccoli plants, which are starting to get bigger, and I think last time I mentioned that I'm going to do things in stages. So these are going to be the first ones to come out, and then I got a couple small ones here, 4 small ones, and actually I got some more over there that I'm going to be planting also in here.
Just take a good look at these.
Yeah, it looks like it probably little caterpillars getting some of these, but I try to stay organic, so I'm not really worried about it at this point. If I start seeing something really eating them, then I'll track them down and I'll squeeze them.
Okay.
And this is the kohlrabi, and if you look here, these are little these are the ones that I call little flying saucers, and there's a baby one there.
Oh yeah.
It's just
there.
starting, and it'll get bigger and rounder. Here's another one back here that's just starting, and the one in the back here really doesn't have anything yet. And last year I had a plant. It was a big gigantic plant, but it did not produce any kohlrabi, so I'm hoping that's not the case with that. But this is what they look like when they're young, and they will get bigger, as you'll see in the future. These are just a couple of tomato plants, and they're flowering out.
Let me take a look at these. Oh yeah, I can see a couple flowers on here.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. Here's a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not that old. Okay. You probably remember this before. I had some plants in here before. These are pepper plants, and this is eggplant. These are the eggplants, and what I did since the last time, I added seed starter in here, which is a finer material, and I added some lime and some fertilizer, some cow manure. So I made this new area for starting seeds. This is where I usually start a lot of my seeds, and these I'm going to use up around the house. I'm going to, maybe the next time I'll show you some foodscaping and plant some plants up around the house. Okay. These are the pineapples, which really aren't doing anything this time of year. Here's beets, which we're starting to get. There's a beet there. I don't know if you can get that.
Oh yeah.
They're starting to get to the point where it won't be too much longer. I love fresh beets, and I know, Jesse, you like the tops.
I do. Little butter and salt.
Yes. Up here is cucumbers, which I think I have a couple to pick.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's one right here.
Oh, look
There's
at
a nice
that.
cucumber.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice cucumber.
What I like about this planter is that I can get to it from the back, which makes it a lot easier. This one I'll leave on, but there's another one there that will probably be ready in a couple of days. There's a lot of babies in here, and this is only, I think, 3 plants. Here's tomatoes, which I planted. I picked yesterday, and I was thinking, you know, I should wait before I pick, but I want to show you what I picked here.
Oh. Yeah. Let me take a look here. I know I saw some other ones. There's one here.
There's more up
There's
here.
Yeah, there's a good bunch.
Yeah, yep. They're starting to come on.
Some more in there. Okay.
Down at the end, I think. Let's see.
There's a nice cluster here,
Yeah.
right there. Oh, and wow, it's quite a few clusters on that one.
And there's more tomatoes over on this side, which have a lot of flowers. These I plant a little bit later. These are sweet 100s, which they get big clusters. They stay small. We do a lot of freezing, so it's better to go with the small ones. I just put them in the blender, blend them up, and stew them down. Corn is doing great. You know, this is my first year for corn. I'm very happy, but we're starting to get where there's tassels. That's going to be an ear, and there's each one, just about every one has little ears on them.
Yep.
They're small still, but hopefully they'll keep on doing fine.
Looks like some of the leaves are chewed up a little, but well, not as bad as the last time we saw them, maybe.
There again, a lot of times caterpillars will mature, move on. It's the big green, I think they're called horn caterpillars, that get like they're really big and they can do a lot of damage. So one time I came out and like all the tops on the tomato plants were gone. So they did a lot of damage in a short amount of time, and I only found one big caterpillar. But if I see that, I try to track them down and get rid of them. These are little pepper plants. These are carrots, which will be ready soon. I don't want to pull any out yet. It's still a little early, but we'll be getting some carrots soon. And up here, if you remember, I think the pepper plants were small the last.
Yeah, they were small.
Was that like a month ago?
About a month ago, Paul.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're getting bigger, and there is a little. There's a little pepper on this one. Yeah, the marigolds are blooming now too. I think they were just little. Here's little baby peppers on there.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Yeah. And there's a lot of flowers on them. And I think last month, I think the marigolds were a lot smaller.
They were. Yeah, they weren't even close to this that I remember.
And I think you told me there was one of your viewers said something about flowers.
Yeah, to try to increase the wasp population.
Yes.
I know we had that conversation.
And I do see a lot of wasp in here. In fact, I was, this morning I went in and over there at the cucumbers. There are a few honeybees in there. And I don't have any hives locally, but we did have some honeybees. There's another pepper there, a little baby pepper. Okay. Cauliflower, we're doing good. And I got some more baby ones I'll be planting. Over here we have lettuce. So we have quite a bit of lettuce coming up. And what we'll do is we'll just pick some of the leaves, and some of it is head lettuce, but a lot of times we just pick the leaves and make a salad.
Yeah, if you leave these go too much, they get kind of big and bitter, don't they?
Yeah, and they'll flower out. They'll start shooting a shoot up to flower out, but we usually stay pretty much on top of them, and because a lot of times we'll eat a salad every day.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't look like I eat a lot of salads, but I do like salads. The asparagus, I did see a couple of shoots coming up. Now, I think last time I mentioned asparagus isn't the best thing to have in Florida, this part of Florida. But what we do is we get little shoots coming up like this.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just pick it and eat it like this. And yeah, you just come out and grab a couple of asparagus, and it's good, very good. Here are green beans, and actually my wife will be coming out later on to pick green beans. But you know, they're all in here. They're kind of hard. I have a hard time finding them all.
Oh yeah,
because you can go around
some.
and pick, and you can go around again and get the ones that you missed. But we've been having a lot of green beans. My wife made a green bean casserole for Thanksgiving using our fresh green beans, and excellent. More tomato plants over here, a little bit younger, so they're not really producing any tomatoes yet, but they do have a lot of flowers on them. And up here, I stored a lot of seeds up here, and I like it because I can work from the back and stand up. I'm not on my hands and knees all the time. And here we have baby broccoli, more kohlrabi, some cauliflower. Here's a tomato volunteer that came up. And if you look real close, right up here, there's 2 rows of peas.
Oh yeah.
Now, peas like the cooler weather. So, and now this is the end of November, so we should be getting into some cool weather, which would be great for cool weather crops.
I think we might have some temperatures in the upper 40s at night here in a day or two.
Yes, I think Monday morning, I think it's going to be down in the 40s.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's great for your cool weather crops. Cauliflower, broccoli, kohlrabi, peas, things like that. They like the cooler temperatures. Okay.
Do we need to cover your strawberries at all? They're pretty much kind of dormant.
They're still, yeah. And the thing is, these are getting older, so I'm not sure if I need to start with new strawberry plants or not. They did have some flowers on them. There were a couple with flowers, but I really don't see them producing a whole lot, so I'm going to have to experiment with strawberries. I mean, there are some little flowers coming up. I think this is the one that had the flower on it, but I don't really see any fruit producing right now. So I'm going to give it some time, see what happens. I know the farmer that I knew from Massachusetts, and he would come down for the winter and plant, and he would always start with new plants.
Okay.
And so maybe as the plant gets older, they don't produce as much. I'm not sure about strawberries yet.
Okay. So Paul, was there anything extra you wanted to add?
Well, I did want to mention that if it rains or if I irrigate, when the plants are wet, I don't really come in and touch any of the plants. I wait for the sun to dry the plants before I handle them. I don't really pick anything. I don't handle any of the leaves while they're wet. I think it's better for the plant if you don't touch them when they're wet. So that's the main thing. I did want to mention about, we had beautiful sunflowers. We had one over in the corner over there, and over there in the pot by the pole barn.
Right there.
They were beautiful. They were loaded with sunflowers, and the squirrels came in within 2 days and just took them away. So they got their belly full of sunflower seeds. So,
nuts.
So I don't know if I'll be planting any more sunflowers.
Okay.
If I do, I have to really cover them up and protect them.